What's up YouTube, Vagabond PT here with a big status update. So here's your non-travel PT person commenting on travel PT, but doesn't mean I haven't been talking to recruiters, trying to figure out what's going on with the market right now. So I figured I'd give an update for those who are still thinking of traveling, or those who are thinking of going perm, those who are still waiting for travel contracts, all that good stuff. So I have an email from a recruiter from May 5th. And this is about a month after COVID hit and getting insight on the market. So I figured I'd read that email to you just to compare what it was like then compared to what it is about a couple weeks ago. So here's a May 5th update as far as what the market was looking like in travel PT. Here's the email. It says, first, it's no secret that the market is insanely saturated with therapists right now. Over 70% of my traveler contracts have gotten canceled within a time span of 4 weeks. By the time I actually got on maternity leave, that number will be up to 80%, as some are just now receiving their notices. Not to mention the number of former travelers that have called me asking for help with positions because they have been either laid off or furloughed from their perm jobs. So, moving on, we have a second. Hourly guarantees are non-existent. As of right now, this position is even listing a guarantee, it's about 30 hours, but most are listed as 0 guaranteed hours. As horrible as that sounds, it's the best of a lot of facilities can do, as they only are just trying to pick up the pieces and figure out what way to financially make this work. Several places are starting at 15 and hopes that hours ramp up. Thirdly, rates have decreased significantly. I personally feel this is a combination of facilities knowing they can pay less since the market is so saturated, as well as facilities just not having the budgets that they used to. This is very important to keep in mind. At the end of the day, travel must make sense financially, and realistically, that's what we do, trying to put yourself in her shoes there. So, what she's saying, she did a really great job as far as breaking down what was going on during May 5th, a month after COVID had hit, and what the travel market was looking like. So, fast forwarding to about 2 weeks ago, about beginning of September, end of August, I reached out to another recruiter. I was reassigned to another recruiter, and hoping that, now we're talking like 5-6 months after COVID really hit, and seeing if the market had recovered or bounced back at all since then. And I have a couple updates there. So apparently it hasn't recovered as well as I thought it would, unfortunately. The rates do seem to have gone back up. So as far as like, if you get a job, you're going to get paid like a travel PT at least. However, it's still extremely competitive finding like an assignment. So what this recruiter was telling me is that normally when they submit your name, you get about at least 100 like options to pick from, like across the country. Now that's down to about 30. And the problem with that is that the market is still so saturated with physical therapists that are still trying to travel, is that once your name is submitted, you're in competition with about 20 other PTs trying to all get the same job and snag the same gig. So the chances of getting a travel contract that you even want or have any choice that you're picking, you're just not going to have a choice. You're either going to be waiting for weeks and months on a gig, or you're going to get something low on your totem pole. So at least the upside is there is better than March was when it first all hit. There are more options or more contracts. Things are starting to turn around and come back. More permanent positions are returning. So as more permanent positions return, you get more travel PT contracts available, as if you can't fill those permanent positions. It's still pretty slow, like I mentioned. The applications that you're going to be able to pick from are around 20 instead of 100. And the market is still saturated with people sitting at home waiting on these travel contracts, not going perm yet. So it'll be interesting to see if more people will start to drop out, because it's been 6 months and counting, and not everybody has savings saved up to last this long without doing any work at all. Next, it's immediate, like I was saying, immediate applicants submitted, so you're in competition with dozens of people, if not more, at one time. You also have a outpatient clinic specifically, from what I know of, is very, very slow right now. So majority of your contracts are going to be home health and SNF. So if you don't have a lot of experience there, you may be outpriced in the market, unfortunately. So if you're looking for outpatient, don't get your hopes up on that one too much. So most likely, again, like I was saying, mostly home health and SNF travel contracts as of right now. Lastly, also the placements, since they're so competitive, if you don't have a state license immediately or prior experience, you're gonna be out of luck, most likely, to put it frankly. So if you're trying to travel to a different state you haven't been to and you haven't picked up that license, obviously those placements are going to take people who have those state licenses right away, as opposed to someone who still needs to apply and wait. They want contracts filled as soon as possible, and if you don't have the state license already, then you're going to be taking, they're going to have a priority over you at that point. Same thing with experience. Now, experience is at a premium, and the more experience you have, wherever you get it from, is going to be taken for like a new grad, unfortunately, or anything like that. So that is all I know as of right now, as of mid-September here, what the travel market's looking like. I'm hoping to give monthly updates, trying to figure out where the market's going, what places are opening up again, how it's looking, how saturated the market is, are more people going back to perm, all that good stuff. So it'll be real interesting here to figure out how this market recovers. Alright, this is Vagabond PT signing off. We'll see you.